So The 5 A.M. Club is a book by Robin Sharma. It's a more than a self-help book. It's a life-changing book. Reading it unconsciously makes you aware of the idea that you have a responsibility in life, and not just towards yourself, but towards others and to the world. The 5 a.m. Club is and just the morning routine. Although if you can, or if the morning routine or waking up at 5 suits your life or suits your way of living, that's a great thing. But the main idea, I think, is to have a productive morning routine or a productive first hour after waking up. And the 5 a.m. club sets into perspective the values or priorities in life, which are your relationships, the mindset, the heart set, the health set, and the soul set. And it guides you to sort of master each one of them, and ultimately lead you to live a better life, either in your personal life or professional life.
Welcome to the Book Talk Lounge, brought to you by the Reader Lounge. My name is Emiliano, and this is episode number 2 of the section of the show in which I talk with people from the community about transformational books that have been very valuable to them. My guest today is my friend Roy, who is an avid reader from Lebanon and founder of the book blog Readers Reviews 1. In our conversation today, Roy and I talk about one of my favorite books, The 5 A.M. Club by Robin Sharma. The 5 A.M. Club is all about tapping into the genius within you to create, live, and lead a great life with purpose and meaning. I myself have been using the concepts from the 5 A.M. Club for almost 2 years now, and the experience has been very transformational and valuable. So now, make sure you get prepared to enjoy a valuable and engaging conversation with my friend Roy about this incredible book, The 5 A.M. Club by Robin Sharma. Okay, so Roy, welcome to the Book Talk Lounge, my new podcast. And yeah, well, I want to get into it. So, what's the book that we're gonna talk about today?
First of all, Emiliano, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here and to share my views on some of my favorite books. So the first book, I think we'll be talking about The 5 A.M. Club by Robin Sharma. And I'm pretty sure it's one of your favorite books as well. If
It
not
is.
your favorite book. So,
It is.
so tell me, what do you want to learn first or know first about how this book came to my life, my experience? Tell me.
Yeah, I would like you to share how this book came into your life. And yeah, what that experience was like.
So I was scrolling through Instagram, I think 3 years ago, and I saw on one of these motivational accounts a post about 6 books you have to read. The 5 a.m. Club caught my attention. I was always an early riser, but not so early. I used to sleep early and wake up early. That was just me. And when I saw the 5 a.m. Club, I thought that's interesting. What if I could start waking up at 5? What would that, how that experience would be? So I decided to get that book simply just like this. So got the book, didn't know anything about Robin Sharma, didn't know anything about who he is, what's his work, how is his style of writing. As you know, he writes in fable stories, and in the story he starts pushing the life lessons. So at first I was reading, it started with the story, the entrepreneur and the artist. I was like, this story is a little bit slow, and how is the title related to this? But as Mr. Riley enters the story and you start to get really into the book and you really understand who the characters are, I start to see the message behind the book. Like, there's a successful person trying to teach us something, and you can actually see yourself in the book, either in the entrepreneur or the artist. Like, you are a student and Mr. Riley is your teacher. So this is mainly the experience, and you feel like traveling with the characters. You unconsciously start imagining the places, even though, or even if you haven't been to these places. Just the way Robin describes them, you feel like you're sitting with them on the
Yes.
beach or on the plane and just listening to Mr. Riley talking and teaching you and doing some fun stuff like suddenly doing burpees or push-ups or that was funny. So
Or dancing, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I loved his character so much. So my reading experience actually, I actually liked the story. Although you might, I don't know if you've read some reviews. Some people say that the story is a little bit cringy or they don't like the story of the characters. However, I did like it. Probably it was because first of maybe my first fiction book I've read, so I didn't have a great experience in
Mhm.
such a genre. And slowly the story progresses and the lessons start kicking in through the I think before getting to the middle of the book till the end, it's just life lessons and practical life lessons with the graphs, with the visuals and the funny story.
Yeah, he shares very practical stuff and very
Yeah.
practical concepts. And yeah, when I first read the book, it was like something weird at first to read a story because I mean, by the time that I first read it, I was used to reading nonfiction books and not stories, so that was kind of weird at first. But I did like the story as well, and I have heard also some people talk about this book as cheesy or yeah, just weird. I think that I saw a review by Bjorn from Bjorn Book Labs.
Mhm.
And he was saying that he found the book a little cheesy, and I mean that's just something funny. You know, you mentioned the characters. Uh, what character do you think that you resonate the most with, and why?
Um, uh, I like Mr. Riley's character. He's so fun and doesn't take everything seriously. However, when he wants to focus on something, he uh, just enters full focus. So you can distract him. And when he wants to have fun, he just have lots of fun. So I like
Yeah,
this
it does.
character. Uh, maybe most of us have been in some place like the entrepreneur that we feel lost or just ask ourselves, are we in the right place? Am I studying the right courses? Am I following the right career? And just seeing how the entrepreneur or the artist's life progresses along the story, think just gives you a perspective or somewhat somehow a perspective into your future. Just uh, like if you feel comfortable doing what you're doing, there might be something good for you in the future. So
Hmm.
I think uh, this is something I've learned or uh, learned from the characters and how they progress through their story.
And how, I mean, like in your personal life, do you mind sharing an experience or some story of like a time in your life in which you felt that you were not following the right direction and then how you made the shift into the right direction?
Actually, yes, during university, there's a reason I've decided to study mechanical engineering because I love cars. So I wanted to further understand how cars work. So
Hmm.
when I first entered university, I saw that there are a lot of courses that are not related to cars. So I was like, am I doing the right thing? But just seeing what I will be studying next or what opportunities will my university offer to me, sort of uh, prove to me that I'm in the right direction, even though some of the courses that I take I might not like or might take a lot of effort from me, and maybe I will not use them in the future. But uh, trying to see how will my degree in this university or how to say it how the things that I study will help me pursue my passion in the automotive industry. Uh, kind of proof that I'm in the right direction. So
Hmm. Yeah,
that's my experience.
that's, I mean, in part, I guess my experience as well with school, because I mean, there are obviously many subjects and many topics and many lessons that maybe I don't find very useful, at least for my life now. But then yeah, it's something like it's something interesting to think about, like how these lessons can help us, and then how we can like build how we can use all these things to build like our future. And this is sort of a question not so related to the 5 a.m. club, but how do you think that like books and personal development and all of what you're doing is helping you or can be merged with what you're studying? How do you combine those worlds to take it to the next level?
There's something I once heard Steve Jobs say that sometimes when you look back, you start connecting the dots.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if I connect the dots right now, but what I'm sure of that what I'm doing is the right thing. Whether I'm reading books, which I'm educating myself, studying at university, I know that it's good for me because I want to pursue my passion or my dream in the automotive industry. I'm still not sure how this will connect at the end, but I think they will connect in some positive way, especially when you read books uh, that to improve yourself, even productivity, being a better person overall, probably a better listener, a better someone who can speaks better either in public speaking or to others, being more empathetic. So I can't predict in the future how exactly I'll be using them or how these skills will come to play, but somehow they will. So, so
Yeah, you trust the process, and you
yes,
you just follow your
exactly,
intuition. Nice. Yeah.
exactly. Because I believe that what I'm doing is productive or leads to something positive. That's
Mm.
why I trust the process.
And you follow that direction intentionally, do you?
Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, so yesterday I was also recording one of these episodes with Ryan Manion, Ryan from Book
Mhm.
Thinkers, and
Yeah.
one part we were talking about black sheep, and one part of the conversation was about living intentionally. And well, have you read Black Sheep?
No, I haven't.
Well,
Not yet.
yeah, it's it's this book.
Yeah, yeah. The full cover and the accessories that come with it are cool.
Yeah, they are. But well, yeah. So one part, yeah. Like we were talking about how the book and the concepts and the ideas of the black sheep values, so and the ideas of the core values help you to live more authentically and intentionally. So to choose your life and not be conditioned by what your family says or by what your friends say or by what society says. And that's sort of what I mean by living intentionally. By it's like about creating, being a conscious and intentional creator of your reality. Yeah, that's sort of what I mean with intentionality.
uh, I'm at peace with what I'm doing. So I'm not sure if this responds to your question, but uh, I really like what I'm doing, whether in my professional life or in my personal life. So I'm at peace with myself with the steps I take towards my future.
So you have fun with it, and that's also why you resonate with Mr. Riley a lot.
Yes.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And then, well, getting back into the book, how was the experience of finishing the book? Like, what were your like final thoughts on the book? What were some of your main lessons? Maybe besides the morning routine from the book. Yeah, could you get into that?
The plot was unexpected. I won't say anything else. No spoilers here.
Yeah.
uh, Besides the morning routine, the book feels like, and his work feels like he convince you that you have a responsibility in life, that you have a responsibility towards the whole world. Uh, you have something to create and present to the world. You don't have to be Jeff Bezos to create Amazon. You don't have to be Elon Musk to go to Mars, even though you can be, but also can be a teacher that helps 2 or 3 students that can change their life. You can be a great parent to your kids. You can be a great son or a great daughter. You can be a great brother or a great sister. You can be a great friend. You can be a great listener. So I'm not sure how, but Robin Sharma convinces you that you are important in some way. Go discover where you are important, and if you can say unleash your magic.
Yes.
So this makes a shift in your mentality like no other book. I've read other self-help books, and some self-help books are really good, but the way Robin puts his message out is unique.
It is. Yeah, I also love his writing style and how he
Mhm.
shares the ideas. Have you read his new book, The Everyday Hero Manifesto?
Not yet. I'm planning to read it this year.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
have it in my
Well,
website.
great. I finished it like a month ago, and
Uh-huh.
it is a very different book from the 5 a.m. Club. So they are very different books because the Everyday Hero Manifesto, I would say, is sort of like a daily stoic one or one of these daily readers. But the thing is
Mhm.
that Robin does not share the chapters like for you to read one each day. He just shares chapters not in a specific order. And so in one chapter, he talks about maybe legacy, and in another about health or whatever. And so, I mean, that's his writing style, but I do agree with you that, like, with the 5 a.m. Club, you do feel and start to make a shift in your life. And in my experience, that starts with the morning routine and then where that leads you. So, after you finished the book, when like did you start to apply, the morning routine, if you started to apply it?
I just started and just right away. The day I finished reading the book, the very next day, I tried to wake up at 5, and since then I'm hooked up. You could say
Yeah.
it has it has been more than 2 years.
Yeah. Also for me, this I think this is my second year. Well,
Okay,
hmm
it's nice.
well, and yeah, how was like the first day of doing the morning routine? How did you how did you feel by then? And then how was the following process like? How were the following months like?
Yeah. The first day was very exciting. Like when you want to try something new, you get excited and energetic,
Yeah.
and you think that all right, if that's how it's going to be, it'll be easy, but it's not. The first 2 days, I think, were exciting. Like you want to try something new, wake up at 5. You know that it's something productive, especially if you follow the 20-20-20 formula. You have a productive plan to do in just in the first hour in the morning, your victory hour.
Your victory
uh,
hour.
uh, then I would say third day or after the first week, you start mm, noticing the difference between waking up at 5 or waking up when you just want to wake up. One is
Yes.
comfortable, and one requires more effort. But there's a quote in this book: "Every change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and beautiful at the end, or gorgeous at the end." Uh, I would say this quote helped me go through the first 66 days, and the graph that Robin put from day 0 to day 66, and there's the straight line that goes like this.
Hmm.
So having this in mind helps you envision the future. Like, okay, I am supposed to not like waking up at 5 right now. It's normal. It's normal to hate it at now. But let me stick for the first 66 days, and then I can judge if this is right for me or not. But just let me try the first 66 days and let me see. And I think by day 60, it was the first time that I wake up before the alarm. And by then I noticed that I like it, especially uh, when you when you notice what you can do in the morning. So
Yes.
the morning routine helped me read consistently. Before that, I would just pick up a book anytime during the day and just read, which isn't something productive for me, or doesn't work great for me, because during the day I'm a little bit tired, let's say after university work or school work or whatever.
Hmm.
But during the morning you're full of energy. You don't have any distraction. All the world is just asleep, and all lights are off except the light in your bedroom. So
Yes.
you feel that you're alone in the world, uh, and that's a really special feeling. So you have time for yourself, and I have time for reading. So I liked it and stick with it.
Yeah, it's a very peaceful moment, like in the morning
Yes,
before starting your day and heading to school or to a meeting or to hang out with friends or whatever. It does make a difference, or that's what I have noticed. And yeah, I do agree. Just I want to share a quick fun story that happened with me when I first started using the 5 a.m. club, the morning routine. And I too felt the excitement of waking up and trying the formula and applying the book. And so I finished it. I think it was like on a Saturday, and that night the Oscars were happening, and so I went to sleep, and then I woke up I woke up later thinking that it was already 5 a.m. So I stood up and I did my bath. Then I changed my clothes and I went outside of my bedroom to go work out. And my mother is still awake and watching the Oscars. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And then I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna do my routine. What are you doing?" And then she says, "It's 12 p.m. Well, it's midnight. So go to sleep and slow down." And yeah, that was just what happened the first day, and then I slept again, and then the next day it was 5 a.m. and I did the routine and everything. But it was just something like fun, and it's sort of a fun story, I guess, to share
yeah,
that, and to communicate the excitement of like waking up and of changing your life. So actually the subtitle of the
exactly,
book is Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life. And I do feel that that was like the shift that happened with me, at least.
exactly. Uh, Actually, your story, just as you said, shows how exciting to try something new and try waking up early at 5, let's say, uh, taking into account that this routine works for you. Because there are some people that work at night. So it doesn't do any good to sleep, let's say, at 3 in the morning and wake up at 5.
Hmm.
One of the key ideas is to have a good night's sleep. You don't want to be sleep deprived.
Yeah, sleep deprived.
Yeah.
And then what were some of the other lessons or the other ideas that also were like very impactful for you? And what was like what was other impact that the book had on you besides like the morning routine?
Taking care of my health, or even taking more care of my health. As you know, the first thing in the 20-20-20 formula is the workout, the 20 minutes workout. And in all the book, Robin shows the importance of having a good health, because
Hmm.
no amount of money or no amount of anything can replace a good health. You don't want to spend the rest of your life spending uh, your money on your health. That's not a fun way to spend money or to spend your uh, earned hard work, let's say. So I would say one point is health, and further understanding the importance of health. Especially, you can see that during the story. Again, no spoilers here, but uh, you can see the difference between having a good health and a deteriorated health or bad health. So that's one thing. Another thing is appreciating nature, or appreciating the or everything that nature provides.
Hmm.
I remember I was once in a hike, uh, and you just look around you and appreciate really the little things, a little insect, the herbs, the green color of the mountains, the trees, the birds, uh, and this is something peaceful, I think.
Yeah, it brings you peace and it makes you be
Yeah,
still and, just
yeah,
in calm. Nice. I
yes,
like that. And I'm just realizing that we were talking about the 2020 formula, but that people listening probably don't know what the 2020 formula is. So would you mind breaking it down and yeah, sharing how you personally have applied it?
yes. So the 2020 formula is, or the main idea is to wake up at 5 and you have the victory hour, which is from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. And Robin breaks it down to three phases, each phase of 20 minutes. And here comes the title 2020. The first 20 minutes are dedicated to an intense workout. You have to sweat. And Robin explained scientifically why you have to sweat and why it's good for you. The second 20 minutes is for reflection. You can either meditate or journal. I think you can also plan your day.
Hmm.
And the last 20 formula is to learn. You can either read a book. I don't know if you have a video, an education video you can watch. Although it's better to stay away of any technological device in the morning. But it's basically the last 20 minutes is to learn something new. So this is the 2020 formula. For me, I have removed the reflection phase or the meditation. I've tried it. I did. Uh, I've tried meditation for a while and guided meditation. Robin offers some guided meditation in his audio
Hmm.
learnings. Uh, I've tried following them. It just didn't work for me. I'm not sure if, and most probably it is because I wasn't doing it in the correct way. So I have given up on meditation for now, and not for forever. I might try to do it later. Try something another way of meditating. But what I do is wake up at 4:50 a.m. so I can have a 10-minute phase to change my clothes, wash my face, and get ready to my workout. I do my 20 minutes workout, then again change my clothes, go prepare a cup of coffee, and start reading at around 5:35 a.m. until 7. So that's my version of the morning routine.
And do you like it that way right now, or are you trying to change some things or to transition or try new stuff to well in your morning routine?
Currently, no. My plan is just to wake up, have my workout, and start reading. Because I like to start my morning with my, I would say, two favorite activities, which are working out and reading.
And
Reading,
reading.
which translates to learning, and working out translates into taking care of my health, either physical health or mental health.
Yeah, I love that. And it just came to mind. So you were talking about this is sort of directed to the meditating part of the morning routine and specifically to you. So this is just a thought that came to my mind. You mentioned hiking and appreciating nature and all of that. So there is this book. I don't know if you have read it. It's called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. He is the author of The Power of Now. Have you read that one?
I have the power of now, yes.
Great.
The power.
But yeah, and so in A New Earth, he talks about like it's called, I think, object spaciousness or something like that. So it's basically, for example, using this mug and just
Mhm.
staring at it, and just appreciating what it is, noticing it, being aware of it, feeling it, seeing it, even listening to it if I hit it. And I know I don't know if that's one kind of meditation, and that could be done with many things, with I guess plants, even the stars. um yeah, I mean, that's just a thought that came to my mind and that I wanted to share.
That's nice. I like the idea of just staring at anything. It's an intriguing idea. Just look around you and start noticing the little things,
Yeah,
something that you might not notice. For example, the mug.
yeah.
Who had ever thought of just trying to listen to the sound the mug makes? But it's
Yeah, well,
interesting. It's interesting.
it is because many times it's the little things that help us
Yeah,
like notice the big
exactly.
things and appreciate them. And well, so Roy, to start wrapping up with the 5 a.m. club, I would like you to make a brief review of it. So if you could share just in a couple sentences what the book is about, what transformation it brings to people's lives, and the impact that it could have with the experience of reading it and with what comes afterwards. So yeah, could you share a brief review of the book? Reviewing it.
So The 5 a.m. Club is a book by Robin Sharma. It's a more than a self-help book. It's a life-changing book. Uh, Reading it uh, unconsciously makes you aware of the idea that you have a responsibility in life, and not just towards yourself, but towards others and to the world. And what I mean to the world, just you don't have to be the wealthiest person in the world or create the most innovative technology or object or whatever in the world, but having a positive impact on others, on maybe on just only one person, is a great thing, or it's a great start. The 5 a.m. Club is and just the morning routine. Although if you can, or if the morning routine or waking up at 5 suits your life or suits your way of living, uh, that's a great thing. But the main idea, I think, is to have a productive morning routine or a productive first hour after waking up,
Mhm.
assuming or taking into consideration if you work at night and you sleep during the day. So if you wake up late in the day, during the day, try having some time for yourself to do some productive thing uh, away from technology or distractions. Uh, and the 5 a.m. club sets into perspective the values or priorities in life, which are your relationships, your health. Uh, they are the four. Wait, let me
The four
just.
interior empires.
Yeah, exactly. The
Uh-huh.
mindset, the heart set, the health set, and the soul set. And it guides you to sort of master each one of them and ultimately lead you to live a better life either in your personal life or professional life.
Love that. And well, Roy, thank you for sharing your thoughts and your experience with the 5 a.m. club. I hope that this was valuable for people listening. And have you got anything else to say regarding the 5 a.m. club or anything of what we talked about?
I would say if you didn't like the story of the book, don't focus on that. Just focus on the lessons that you will get from the book. Because the 5 a.m. Club is just more than the story of Mr. Riley and the other characters. So if you start the book and find it that it's a little bit slow, uh, it is supposed to be like that just in the beginning, but after that, try focusing on the life lessons more than the story. If you don't like the story, if you like the story, it's a plus.
Yeah, that's great. And well, thanks again, Roy. And
Thank you,
well,
Emiliano.
hey, so thanks for listening to this episode. I hope that it was valuable for you and that you learned valuable stuff. If you did, please share it to a friend of yours and just expand the impact. Make sure you are subscribed to the Reader Lounge on YouTube, on podcasting platforms, on Twitter, on Instagram. That was it for today. And so, yeah, I will be talking to you next time. Just keep reading. My name is Emiliano, and goodbye.